Hi, I'm Steve Shelburne, owner and operator of Shelburne RV here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Well, good morning and welcome back to Shelburne RV. It's a nice, clear Monday morning, so we're gonna get going this morning. Got a few things up here we're gonna go work on. I know John Fish has been just finishing up on a black tank that he's been installing on a camper. We've got black water valve to do this morning, so we're gonna get going this morning. But I want to show you this neat little camper that came in Friday late. Kind of neat. Not something, you know, I've seen pictures of them, but it's not something that I've seen too many running down the road, so kind of cool. So check that thing out. Yeah, there can't be too many of those still running the road. All fiberglass rear body on that. So definitely kind of odd, definitely kind of cool. You know, you guys watch, I like the odd ones. I like the ones that are kind of interesting, got the rear entry. So yeah, that's kind of neat. So anyways, we're gonna get going this morning. Got a few things we're gonna go work on. We'll head up there now. So several weeks ago, you guys saw us working on this big Camelot right here, and that 120 volt Carefree box awning had a problem with the controller, and Carefree no longer makes that controller. So we got the new controller in today, and you can see there's the old controller right there. Mr. Scott's actually got the new one right here. Now the old one had phone cables that connected this with a switch down there on the bottom. The new one does away with all that. So now we've got to do a little bit of wiring here to determine what's going on here, because they didn't really mark it right. And then we've got to convert this new box over, because the beauty about this one is it actually comes with a remote control along with this piece right here actually is set up for the app on your cell phone. So we're going away from this style with the phone connector and going back with the new style update and all that. But again, all these wires are tucked way back in that hole right there. So we've got to determine, because they didn't mark anything, we got to determine where all of our power is, which is no big deal, but it just takes a minute. So I want to share that with you guys. So I've been down here at the big office dealing with some paperwork and some other stuff I had going on. As you can see, Mr. Scott has got this big awning working. So everything should be updated and good. So now it's just a matter of getting all the wiring kind of put back in its place. We'll see what he's got going on here. So yeah, they're just trying to get it all mounted back up in here, but it is now alive. So we got this Alpha Gold we've been talking about. It's got a floor problem. Now, I want to show you guys this, because this is the reason why Alpha's out of business, other than their siding problems they had. But they were very well built, and they could not compete in the regular market. And things are built so cheaply nowadays that, you know, they just, this company, Alpha, and Teton Motor Coaches is another one. They just, they put themselves out of business because they built something that was too good a quality. Look how many staples came out of this. Look how many screws that come. There ain't a camper out there today that uses that much stuff in there. They're just too cheaply built. This is just too good a quality built. So back on this Alpha Gold, Mr. Lewis has been in here. You saw the video a little while ago where we were just getting everything kind of pulled out. We're to the point now where the floor is ready to come out, so they're pulling the windows. We're going to take both windows out of here. Pretty much we've got everything. He's got the 120 volt unterminated now, so still got a few 12 volt lights in here. We'll do that here in a second, but get this windows out because we don't want to damage those windows, and then we'll get this floor out and slide and see what's going on. Mr. Lewis has got all the problem peeled off of this slide on this Alpha, so we're going to go ahead and fix this. We actually got a whole piece of metal. This is 41 inches, so our metal's 41 inches, so we're going to make a whole new piece of metal to go across there, wrap it on the ends like you've seen us do, and we'll be ready to put this back together. Go here and check on Mr. Lewis with this big Alpha slide. As you can see, he's got this thing just about back together. He's got the new edges on here, got everything sealed, got the wood repaired. We had problems with that, but now it's wrapped in metal. So he'll go in here and do a little bit of sealant work, but this should be ready to go back in here shortly. Well, down here at the showroom, and take you in here. Jan and I got the floors finished up painted over the weekend, but as you can see, they're actually in here doing our floor set. And that's Mr. T. Chad Johnson. You remember him from some of my other videos, works for AP Products. And old Marty Jennings right there, he works a lot with Eric Sale. So in here today getting our shelving put in. So they're working hard on that. So Lewis and I are working on an 06 Winnebago Tour, came in with basement air problems. We took the cover off and noticed some orange stuff coming out the bottom of the air unit. That's a problem. All that nastiness has been going right there, and the smells and everything that have been going on in there have probably not been very, very good. You can see all the nasty down inside there. We're gonna get this one cleaned out. It's bad. So now that we got the pan out, you can kind of see how bad this is, and this is why this little duct bill has got to be cleaned out, because you see all this stuff is circulating air back into that cabin. This is all outside and it's bad, but that inside, that's real bad. Okay, so the basement air did have a locked rotor in compressor number 1. It was full of charge, so we know that it just lost. The compressor just was locked up. So we've actually got the new compressor in it. It's charged. Lewis is running. Now all this was nasty. Lewis has got that all wrapped up. We've got that put together. I think we've got all of the orange goop that was growing in it is gone. So I think we got this ready to go back in. So Lewis is going to get that put in now, and we're going to retest. Let's go down here to the office. They've been down here working on GN's new shelving. We'll go in here and see what's going on down here. So see, they got a lot of the new shelving in. You can see they've got more over here, and some of you guys will recognize this yahoo right here. We actually had to get a special permit for him to allow him to come to work down here today, but this is Travis from NTP Stag,
RV industry legend.
So there you go. Unfortunately, Scott Brady, if you'd have been here, you got on the camera right there with us, but I'm sorry you missed out. Then there's Mr. T. Chad Johnson right there. You remember him from some of our other videos that we've done, but you can kind of see what she's got going on. T-shirts for sale. If you don't have a Showroom RV t-shirt, you're just not somebody yet. And then, of course, Mr. Marty down here from, you guys saw him at Coleman Eric Sale when we did our tour over there last year at the NTP Stag show out in Vegas. But you can see they're getting all the shelving moved around, getting all the new product put in, got the new checkout desk installed. So yeah, come on down and check it all out. Say hi, Jen.
Hi.
All right, so we're gonna head back up on the hill. I got this basement air ready to go in. We're gonna test run that and see what we got. So last week you saw this Lakota horse trailer that came in where the slide was going really, really slow on battery power. So we did change out a set of batteries. We got to retesting a bunch of stuff, and she said it still was just super, super slow and the battery was not keeping up. So you can see we've put a different circuit breaker in here. We've obviously gone in here and rewired the batteries because the wire that they had on here was this size, which is way too small. This is probably 16 gauge. So we tested this by running a wire over here to the converter box, because you can see how small that wire is in comparison to what they've got. And now that we've done that, you can see how much faster that slide is operating. So obviously have got a problem with this original wire. Something resistance is high in it. So we're gonna have to pull a new wire back through there to resolve some of this. All right, so we got a little Chateau Class C with a full room slide. Brandon will be doing a Schwinn slide out system on it tomorrow. And this Alpha, as you can see, Mr. Lewis got the room back in this thing. So he's in there doing the wiring and getting all that plumbed back up. So that should be moving on tomorrow. And then this fifth wheel right here has got a roof seal that they're doing. So got quite a bit done. I'll take you down in the morning and show you GN's showroom. They've got all the new shelving done. That Winnebago tour that had the orange slime growing in the basement area, we got that one running. We had 21 degrees differential on it, so it was doing good. So we got it done and out today. The customer actually picked it up. He's on his way back to Florida. So been a busy day. I hadn't got a lot of videos done because it's been a lot of phone calls talking to you guys and dealing with some of the other customers. But there's the new Schwinn slide out system going in that Chateau. And we have a set of our shoes that we're actually going to put in it and see how they do for the full room slide. So more tomorrow. So we had a little Surveyor bumper pull that came in and was leaking water, and we found out he had some freeze damage. Had a water filter under the cabinet was broke, had a faucet in the sink that was blowed out, and then we got to looking down here and one of the bypass lines was damaged. So we've got all that plumbed back in. They're doing a pressure test on it now. Should be ready to get that out of here in just a few minutes. But yeah, we got to winterize these things, even though this must have been left over from last year. You can see where that housing was actually busted, but I don't know. Got to get them winterized for wintertime. Well, that's going to finish us up here this week at Shelburne RV. Next week's going to be a little short week for Jan and I. We're going to be heading out to the Land and Sea Show in Connecticut. So we'll be up there leaving Wednesday to do that. So glad y'all got to see us. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for watching, and remember that this video is Cousin Gary approved.